wedding planning disaster mindset.
No. Welcome back, everybody, for part 2 of episode
Hot to
17 of Harvest Valley. Uh, when we left off, someone said something incredibly funny, and then Adam couldn't breathe.
now we can't remember what it was, so we're safe.
Yes, exactly. Um,
It was pretty funny. You watched the VODs.
you're muted.
Wow, you missed out on a lot of stuff that I said then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was also saying stuff during the break. Anyway, what Esteban was going to say was he was going to ask Ashlyn, how do you pray?
Ah. So, I think she thinks about that for like a long time. And finally, she says, "Every drop of sweat that falls on the ground when I till my fields, that's my prayers."
And then I think Esteban's just amazed because like you're like it's that thing that it like happens when you're like connected with people where like they open up a new part of their life to you that you didn't know about them before, and you're just like, oh, you never talk to me this way when we have our normal conversations. I'm seeing you conversing in an entirely different way. And Esteban's just like, that's like very beautiful and poetic to him. And he says, okay, and I have to take the sheep and the horses with me to the Faust mansion or wherever Ash is going to stay if the Faust mansion is too far away from the rest of the town.
I mean, I assume that's the case because that's where she is right now.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Carmichael seemed open to allowing her to stay in the clock tower, but I didn't want to make arrangements on your behalf without consulting you, Ash, because I know you wanted to be closer to town, and I know that you've been doing such a great job working on these clocks, and we could get the clock tower working again. If you wanted to.
I think Ash is like, I think that's important. But until we can get it into the clock tower, I gotta keep it running here.
I mean, maybe Ashlyn was too drunk to remember this, but I'm kind of like a business partner of Bastion now. This isn't me like talking as Adam. This is me talking as Esteban. He's just like full like talking and just like, I don't know if Ashlyn was too drunk to remember this or not, but I kind of have business connections with Bastion Carmichael, so I'm pretty sure that it would be totally fine if I stayed in the clock tower too.
Then it's settled then. I guess we should go talk to Bastion. Mr. Carmichael, I'm sorry.
I thought we were going after the worm.
And we can do both.
Can we? Can we?
Well, I didn't think it would take very long to talk to him, but we can do it when we get back.
Can we? Can we?
From your last conversation with him, like, he hasn't even built anywhere for you to stay yet, so it's a little bit
Okay,
early
so
for
we have to
discussion.
wait for it to be built. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do we?
No.
I love when Ned has a monster to hunt and it transforms his entire personality.
Man is the real monster, Ned.
Oh. Okay. Well, let's go hunting some we've
All right.
resupplied. I'm gonna go hunting. Stay here,
So-
Ash, and we'll be back soon.
All right, I'll keep working on my clocks.
All right.
Should Esteban stay too?
Does Esteban volunteer to stay too?
I think so.
Hmm.
Because he kind of needs a vacation, especially from like continuing to work through injuries and
We're no
know,
longer
being in a
injured.
world where workers' comp doesn't exist, or like whatever that's called when you get injuries and then you get compensated for having injuries and stuff.
I mean,
Whatever.
you have community to help you.
Not in the Hardlands. So much.
Well,
Takes time out of the community's collective schedule to take care of Esteban.
it'll be like those games where the AI is really stupid and they keep going next to the monster and getting killed. Yeah, we don't want that to happen.
Like those really
No.
annoying escort quests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if you ever played Dwarf Fortress, but sometimes dwarves decide they want to go and leave the fortress in the middle of a goblin raid.
Good. Good.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, it's pretty bloody.
So yeah, Esteban's gonna stay behind, kind of like take it easy. Maybe figure out where he would stay here. Maybe like go to a diner in like a future scene. Yeah.
Okay. So you want to move in right away. Do you
Yeah.
have any like motivations? Like, are you trying to convince Ash of anything with your current presence there?
That's a good question.
Maybe that you'd be a good roommate and this wasn't a mistake.
That's definitely an idea.
Because Ash is like, oh, you want to move in already?
Yeah, because he like wants to take some time off.
Okay.
Perhaps like a mix between like taking time off so he doesn't just like perpetually overwork himself through the whole summer, and also because he's like isolated. I'm not sure quite
Okay.
yet what he's doing yet, so we could go to somebody else and then I can figure
Yeah.
out what his entire deal is.
Okay. I think if nothing else, like finding out how tolerable Esteban is as a roommate would be a roll. But we
Yeah.
can do that later.
Yeah.
So Ashlyn and Ned, you guys just gonna dive into the dungeon again,
Yeah.
searching for the centipede?
And
They have to go?
trying to figure out if this place is empty and safe for my friend to move into.
Okay, let me take a look at your skills. I think it's like a hunting check.
I've got hunting.
Hold on a sec. I gotta. There we go. Sorry, annoying buzzing noises. Yeah, hunting. Let's take a look here. Burr. is Ashlyn helping anyway in the hunting? Or
Oh,
she
yeah.
have different goals?
I mean, my goals are similar. Make sure
Okay.
that it's cleared out.
Okay.
I don't really care so much about finding the worm. I prefer to find it gone, but basically, make sure that it's cleared out. Make sure we didn't miss any treasure somehow.
All right. I think it's going to be hunting. If you succeed, you're going to finish clearing out the bottom level dungeon and find out how to continue hunting the centipede demon. And
Okay.
if you fail, you're going to find something else you have to do first.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the ob? So
The
I
ob will
know-
be obs 4.
Man. It's a heck of a hunt.
All right. Can
Yeah.
I help with adventure wise?
Sure.
Okay.
I have my bow.
Okay.
So that's +1 for bow.
Sure.
I mean,
Does-
unless helping with javelin, would give more.
No, not in this case.
Okay.
Does tracking help me?
Yeah.
Does being stealthy help me?
Yeah.
And does orienteering help me navigate the mine?
Yes.
Cool.
Well, I think orienteering isn't technically for dungeons.
I think it's just for all around navigation, but if you don't want me to use that one, I can not do so.
So we can use orienteering.
Alright, cool.
Failed test indicates the character and his companions have gotten lost.
Do I want to spend Artha? Sure. 2 Artha.
Alrighty.
You did it.
I did it.
Nice.
So you
And
clear out.
If I reroll those 6s, can I get anything?
Sure.
my adventure wise has just leveled up.
Nice. So you didn't get any more successes.
But 6
Yeah,
over 4 is
it's
still
fine.
pretty good.
It's fine.
You finished clearing out the bottom of the caves. There were some like baby sandworms. I assume you killed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also find. Yeah, you found some like poisonous vines on the walls. You cleared those out. But you don't see any track of the centipede. Until you're done clearing out the mines, you come out at night, look up in the sky, and you see there's this like bright string of red stars in the sky. And like you can kind of like imagine the shape of the giant centipede.
So that's a chapter 4 arc when we go to the stars.
Yeah.
Let's plant that seed right now. It's my very rare seed for great profit is the story seed of going to the stars. No, okay.
But yeah, like you found in the bottom of the very bottom of the dungeon,
Mm-hmm.
like a book on a pedestal, and you had to push around these blocks. And when you did, the pedestal started to glow, and yeah, and like stone pillars started rising out of the ground, and like re-engineering the dungeon. And then, yeah, you're outside looking at the stars, and you hear a chime. behind you from deep inside the dungeon.
Like maybe it's done.
Something like that, maybe.
Wait, is the book back in the dungeon?
Yeah. It wasn't like a book you could take, right? It was like attached to the pillar.
Can I look at it?
Well, as soon as you touch it, like the pillars start coming out of the ground, it gets dangerous.
But like that ding, maybe that is the reconfiguration is done, so maybe we can go back inside.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go back inside.
All right, so you go back inside. It's like everything inside the dungeon has changed. Like the first level has like these hardwood floors and like these stained glass windows that are mysteriously glowing because you know there's not actually a window outside the cave.
And it's nighttime.
Yeah. And then you go into second level and you find like this vast library, and you see the architect is actually there reading from the book that you activated on a pedestal.
All right, good timing. Now you can
Oh.
teach me.
Yes, I will teach you the mysterious arts of architecture.
I really don't think it's that mysterious, but all right.
And maybe you could help us. We found another book. I didn't bring it with us to the mines, of course, but it's got an entry that's very relevant to us, but it's written in a language we don't understand, and I was thinking that maybe you might be able to help us read it.
It looks at Ned.
Does he say anything?
Well, by us, I don't mean Ned. I mean me and Ash. She's my kind of like my sister.
He says, if Ned requires his master to translate this book for you, then I shall.
As long as it doesn't take up any of my teaching time, I don't really care.
Very well. And he reaches like in this like big envelope, and he pulls out a sheaf of papers and hands them to Ned. This is your first lesson.
Well, can you read it to me?
It's like, you can't read?
Nope.
I see.
I can read. Can I help?
If you will read the test to Ned, I will read your book to you.
Okay.
All right, go get the book.
All right, go get the book. Come back.
All right. In the meantime, he teaches Ned about protractors and stuff.
Nice.
And like he says, this is a type 1 charcoal pen, and this is type 2 charcoal pen. This is a type 3 charcoal pen, and you use them to indicate different types of walls. And he has you draw like dotted lines. Give me a agility check.
Okay.
See if you can draw these lines straight enough.
What's the ob?
Ob 2.
What happens if he fails?
He just makes a mess.
Don't tell me the odds. What?
He's like, we'll have to work on this. So he hands you like a giant calligraphy brush and just makes you draw dotted lines for hours till they're straight.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right, then Ashlyn, you bring the book and you start reading the test to Ned.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it's like the test is like an entrance exam to see what Ned already knows about architecture.
Okay.
So, Ned, do you want to give me a graduated test? Or actually, do you get stat advancement for a failed roll?
As long as
yes.
it's not perception.
But for
Oh.
a routine test, it doesn't matter. You have to have.
Yeah.
Is architecture?
Architecture is based on, I think, perception and agility, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Perception. I have it on my sheet.
All right, so there's no reason to give you a challenging test for perception then. So there'll be a routine architecture test.
Okay.
It's just a graduated test. The more you do, the better. And the faster you will learn architecture.
All right. Taking my time.
Okay. Oh, okay. They do know something about architecture. He's like, good, we can start with actual architecture then. And meanwhile, he reads this book. Like, this book is full of many secrets. May I keep it?
As long as you're willing to help us out with what happened, you know, and what we're trying to do we're trying to separate Ash from a mirror, and if you can help us with that, with the information in the book, then the book itself is payment for that.
Very well. I think I can understand from this book what you must do. You must take... There's another book, it says. The Book of Flesh.
That sounds maybe a little bit disturbing, but okay.
And he like draws on a piece of paper a symbol, and you recognize it from another book you have.
Okay. Bless you.
He says,
Excuse me. Sorry, I meant to mute myself.
it's fine, but edit it out in post. So he says, you must take this book and have your copy bleed in it, and then push it into the mirror.
Okay.
Once it's done, she will be freed from the mirror. But the book will act as a phylactery for her soul.
I think that's still better than the mirror.
Once you do this, she will be free from the safeguards imposed by the mirror. Cannot guarantee you don't have an evil doppelganger on your hand.
a mirror of me, then I don't see how there could be a problem.
You have no dark impulses, no competition that has led you to do evil acts.
No.
Very well. Let us hope you are correct.
All right. Let's let's find that book.
All right. So Ned, he's going to teach you architecture. This is still going to take a really long time, right? Because you're familiar with teaching rules in Burning Wheel.
Well, the teaching rules go a lot quicker than the practice rules.
Right, but we're still talking about months here, right?
No, it should. I mean, it'll probably take like a couple. Like, what's his will score?
Oh, it's probably like a 5.
So I think it'll take 10 days per test, and I need 3 tests. So yeah, I'll take a month.
Okay, so yeah, let's take a month. So yeah, you're gonna how are you gonna divide your time?
Pretty sure I have to spend all my time learning.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the meantime, like your brewery will just sit idle.
I think that's pretty much what I gotta do.
Okay. So do you want to start?
Well, actually, can I like make the rules to like try to hire the people? Because I have a belief about hiring people, so I could hire the people and then I could learn architecture, and then by the time I'm like done with my architecture, everyone will be like in town that I'm trying.
Sure. We can do that, and then next time we can skip forward a month,
Okay.
and it'll be
That
the start of
sounds-
fall.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so everyone goes back to town. Ned, I guess you're going to try and hire some people to work at your brewery, and Ashlyn's going to do some dark magic.
Good.
I mean, it's fine, right?
Yeah, it's totally fine.
I feel like this is where I'm gonna have to invoke my wolf, and I'm finally gonna fail.
And
Yeah.
first we got to see how Esteban is being as a roommate.
Yes. Let's see that scene.
So I feel like this is a social test.
Could be. So my
Let me
intent
look
is
at
to
my
be a decent roommate. And
like you gotta move in without like disturbing Ash's like ecosystem, because whenever you get a new roommate, like, oh, what's your toothbrush doing there? Always little things. I think this is kind of like etiquette, but etiquette's for courtly situations.
exactly.
Hmm. Let me look up soothing platitudes.
Inconspicuous could be an option.
It could, if you wanted to be like the roommate they never see.
Yeah.
You want to try that?
Yeah, I think that makes.
I mean, don't you want to be seen at least a little bit, because part of the reason for moving in is companionship, or
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't want to be like a big giant problem in the mansion as well. So it doesn't have to be like I'm like it's not quite like stealthy or anything, but it's like trying to not make a big deal out of moving in. Which I feel like could be inconspicuous, if I'm remembering inconspicuous right.
But you also choose to roll seduction, I guess.
No, because that's not what I'm doing. That is
Good.
the incorrect task.
Good.
Are you sure?
For now.
Dun dun dun. All right. Okay, what about inconspicuous? Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's feasible.
Okay, it's tested in versus tense against observation. It's penalized under following conditions: garish or inappropriate dress. You got rid of the king's shoes, though, right?
I did.
All right, so I don't worry about that. Okay. What's your observation, Ashlyn? Do you have it even?
Yeah, I do. It's 4.
Okay. So it's a versus test between observation and inconspicuous.
Beautiful.
If you succeed, you can move in all your stuff and she won't even notice. If you fail, yeah, you're totally going to be like getting in her way all the time.
Mm-hmm. We're going to have a house meeting at the end of this move.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, let me just find observation here. There it is. All right, let's roll it. Obs 4.
Sweet.
I'm sorry, I'm so good at this.
Let me see if there's anything I can fork. I have all of these musical skills that won't help.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be really obvious and obnoxious.
Exactly. I kind of want to fork in Snoozewise.
What's that one musical piece that is it's the time, that the name of the song is The Time, and it's
433, I think.
yes. And it's just sitting in silence for that amount of time. Just...
I've heard of this song before. It's pretty good.
Yes.
All right, Esteban. You can use Snoozewise. You're trying to sneak in while she's asleep.
I thought it was so that he could take naps in inconspicuous
That too.
places.
Yeah, that too. Oh, I see how I could fork this in. If I'm like moving something all by myself and I bump into like some wallpaper, I could use mending to like fix the wallpaper.
I mean, if you fail, if you fork mending and you fail,
then there are things that are messed up.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's good. It's putting all your eggs in the one basket.
I like this basket. It's so pretty.
Such a beautiful basket.
Yeah. It's got interesting weaving. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got a 6 and 10
got a 6 and 10 fate. Okay.
That's too much fate to not ever spend it.
Go for it.
That is too much fate.
Oh, almost.
Delicious. So good.
So close.
So like, you keep on like bringing in boxes and bumping into Ash, and at one point you accidentally bring in your sheep, and she's like, "No, Esteban, the sheep stay outside." And
I'm like, oh, but this can stay in, right? And it's like Ishmael's old embroidery book. This goes up in my room. Does it go in the room where people keep finding things, or is since that's
No,
the place where people and their things end up, or
it's usually better not to put things in there because, well, they might disappear.
oh right, because people might pick them up. Okay, well this was in my kitchen before. Can I just put this in the kitchen, or
Embroidery book? No, put
oh
that in the study.
There are
oh?
too many rooms in this house.
It's a mansion. It's literally a mansion.
Yeah, it's like this house is a mansion. It's like 4 stories tall, and you still somehow manage to bump in to Ash consistently.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this place is perfect. And then I like push it in next to some like dictionaries.
Yeah,
Just push them over to the side.
and like the book end falls off, and like half the books fall on the floor. Is spill over the edge of.
Oh,
Sadness.
I'm going to put these back up. Good as
Okay.
he doesn't put them back in the right order that they were before.
Nope.
It's going to be the S through M part of the dictionary, and
And
then
even worse, all the bookmarks fell out.
Oh. And no, in even worse, you put the bookmarks back in completely at random.
yes.
I had a little sister. She would always do that.
Oh.
Like, no. And my mom would do it too. And she was like, well, that's where I stopped reading. I'm like, "But Mom,
Oh.
that's the problem with too many readers in one house.
It is.
Bravo.
I've been there. I've been there for sure.
I feel like that's enough bad stuff.
Okay, so I put all the books back up in the wrong order and put yeah.
Yeah. Somehow one of your sheep ends up on the roof.
And
Why
the
won't the
roof
devs
of
ever
the
fix that
4th
bug?
story.
The devs had
Alright.
issues like with their boxes because that's how Ned's carpentry tools got stuck in the wall, and now there's a sheep on the roof. It's bad.
So I think that's what Ashlyn sees when she comes to the house is Estevan's on the roof trying to get his sheep to come down.
I haven't been gone more than 2 hours. How did you even do this?
So,
And you were worried about romantic misconduct. You clearly don't know Esteban.
I mean, not anymore. I think Ned still is, but Ned's Ned. So yeah, I think she's gonna go look for the book that she remembers.
Yeah, so you go in and Ash is just like, just like totally like frayed out, like stressed out from Esteban's nonsense.
Oh, Ash, are you okay? You seem a little stressed out.
Oh, I'm fine. It's just Esteban's moving in.
Oh,
It's,
uh,
I didn't think he'd move in today.
I didn't really think you would either.
I didn't have any time to clean up.
Oh,
No.
you don't need to worry.
I keep hearing banging sounds and
Oh, maybe he needs some help? He seems there was a sheep up on the roof.
there's a sheep up on the roof. That explains
I don't know.
why shingles keep falling down.
I don't know how it even got there.
Oh, there's a sheep. I told him to take the sheep outside.
The roof is outside. Technically.
Wow. I guess I should have been more clear when I was talking to Esteban.
Now, what I need you to do for Esteban is to argue in Esteban's favor and fork in things like all of your bureaucracy stuff. Well, technically, according to the rules of how property works, it has to be attached to the ground, and
was gonna ask if you wanted me to talk to him, but even before that, let me tell you what we found out from the architect. He read that book, and well, we have a way now to disconnect you from the mirror.
Really?
It'll bind you to a book, but all of the limitations that the mirror puts on you would be gone. You'd be in control of your own destiny.
I don't even know what that would be like.
Well, from what I understand, there wouldn't be any going back. But I think it's for the best, but I worry that maybe it's not for you. I don't want to pressure you into something that you might not want.
I don't see what's wrong with the way things are.
That's part of the limitations on the mirror, from what I understand.
So she's like, this looks like kind of like conflicted, but it's not. It's less like conflicted as in I really want to do this, and more conflicted like she really can't want what you're offering her. Like she literally can't.
I'm trying to phrase it in like in a do you, since you literally can't want this because of the magical limitation, if you do not want it, as opposed to just not wanting it, does that make sense?
Okay, yeah. So you get the sense that she's more nervous about it than anything, like because it would mean a change from things she's comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
It would definitely be a change. And, well, you already accepted one change by agreeing to live with Esteban. I don't want to. I don't know if that means more change is better or less. Unless you want me to talk to Esteban and have him hold off on moving in until
You hear like another crash from upstairs.
Shifty eyes for just a second.
Maybe either way we should go help Esteban.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go upstairs to
Just walk directly forward. Cloud, come to me. He's named another sheep Cloud.
The sheep is like I think like at the very top of the house. There's like some houses have this little fenced in area on the very top where you could have like a picnic or something. And Cloud is starting to eat the bricks of the chimney. And you get a little bit worried because you see Cloud's like white, fluffy cloud like fur starts to take on like the color and the texture of the bricks.
I don't think that your sheep is supposed to do that. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm going to shepherd this sheep.
Okay, I think
wait.
you can
The roof.
you can try and use animal husbandry.
That's what I was thinking too.
So you're on the roof. Where do you try and shepherd the sheep exactly?
I'm thinking like to like a room that leads into like a bathroom or something. Like it's like the one of the fourth floor bathrooms, and then just somehow the sheep got up here, and I'm going to try to shepherd it like in through the windows so that I can carry it back down and then out.
Like you're on top the roof, right?
Yeah.
So you want him to like go down the roof and like fall on a balcony that goes into a bathroom or something?
I think that they were suggesting there's like a window that opens out onto the roof, like a dormer or something.
Yeah.
Now, let me draw some stuff. All right, so I started a new page,
Cool.
right? So here's a mansion, and then this is like a fenced-in area, and here's a chimney, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mind
if you
if I
want
make
there
this
to
any
be
color
like,
that's not green?
huh? Any color that's not green?
Yeah, that green is pretty hard to see.
Why is it a random color? That color. Okay,
Thank you.
let's choose this color. All right,
Yeah.
and let's change my pink color to that color. So maybe there can be like a thing like that, like a
Yeah, that's
balcony there.
exactly what I was thinking.
So you want the sheep to go from here down there?
I mean, if we're in a fenced-in area, like, how did we get like? Where's the door up there?
Well, there's probably like stairs that go inside the building.
Well, I mean, couldn't we just shepherd it down those stairs then?
Sure.
Seems legit. I am also fine with that.
Of course, then who knows where the sheep will go?
We'll figure it out.
Let's.
I mean, I
find-
want to help. So maybe to help stop it from like wandering wherever. Like
Mhm.
I'm up here to try to assist. So,
Okay.
Absolutely.
what can I help with best though? Persuasion.
See, if I was writing Burning Wheel, there totally would be a shepherding skill.
Right.
Yeah,
Persuasion,
I'm
huh?
learning animal husbandry, but I don't know it, so I can't help you with it.
Yeah.
I could help maybe with conspicuous, like being in the way so the sheep can't get past me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could do conspicuous. I think persuasion. What you'd have to? Yeah, you just want the sheep off the roof.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah, you could use persuasion too if you want.
Okay, I'll help with persuasion then.
Now, do you want to help perhaps with bow?
Sure.
Okay.
Are you shooting? Are you shooting arrows at this
Does
sheep?
Estevan accept the help with a bow?
Yes, but only if Golden says, "If you fail, the sheep eats the arrow, and then turns into all of its wool turns into arrows. And it becomes
Okay, that's fine.
What's wrong with my sheep?
This fleece is white as arrows. Which is to say, not very.
Now does by extension of the arrows, does it also have feathers?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
So you're rolling animal husbandry with 2 help. What is the
Exquisite.
what's the ob?
Let's see here. Where are these skills at? Here they are. Oops, that's not the right one. Here we go. Animal husbandry. Okay. I think this is Obs 3. This is no longer a normal sheep.
I mean, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Okay, I'm going to fork in animal husbandry wise and climbing wise.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about flute if I'm trying to play my flute to try to direct the sheep? Because
No, I
my
don't
flute,
think
my
that
flute
will
still
work.
comes from my shepherd life path, so I assume that shepherds play flutes to like attract sheep or something.
I feel like you need your hands free for this. This is like get the sheep scene, not
Yeah. Okay, sweet.
That's fair.
No, Arthur, because I don't have any. Base obstacle 3. Wah.
Yeah.
so you succeeded.
Yay.
So yeah, you get the sheep off the roof, and there's a lot of clanging and stuff. But eventually, it runs out the front door, and the
Awesome.
day is saved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be wrapping it up now that that day is saved.
Sounds
Yep.
perfect.
Jumping into some Artha.
Artha time.
Sam, you want to go first?
Sure. Hold on. Let me mark that test before I forget, though.
Good plan. I already marked mine, so.
Cool.
Oh, we didn't get to do your workers. Oh well.
It's fine. I'll get it next time. I think I got Persona for trying to learn to architect.
Yep.
And also for trying to show the worm who is boss, even though it turns out he's now Stars.
I mean, you can totally fight stars in this game.
And I think that's it. I think 2 Persona is what I get. I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Cool.
I've got Ned is stuck underground and he makes sure he gets back to town safely. Well, he didn't get to town safely, but we did get all healed up thanks to my amazing resources roll. So
Yeah,
I
that's
think
close enough.
persona there. Research. I need to find out. Read all the stuff in the mines. I think that's persona as well, getting the answer to the question, even if I haven't actually acted on it yet. I did not find any rare seeds. And presuming the pest of people is not actually going to bite me in the ass just yet. But
Nah.
soon. Oh, so soon.
You're not afraid of yourself, are you?
No, of course not. No, we already determined that she's neither faithful nor has the curse of the night, so it's totally fine. No possible ways it could be bad. Let's see. I gained the scarred trait, but I don't think that makes a difference here.
Oh, you should remove the scarred trait.
Oh,
That was from being burned, right?
Oh, because it.
Oh wait,
yeah.
no.
No,
You,
that's
you
what I
took
got
it.
for after the burn. What
Yeah.
was left. So even though we were
So
healed, we got that scar.
The scar is actually like the constellation of the snake,
Oh, okay.
of the demon caterpillar
Cool.
thing.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Sweet.
Sure.
And I believe that I earned Artha for breaking the table into laughter for an in-character comment.
Yeah.
It happened twice.
Okay,
I don't
sure.
think I get it twice, but that
Nah, just get it once.
okay.
Because Luke Crane hates everybody. Only one Artha.
Only one Artha. I mean, one fate's pretty good, but I didn't earn any other fate today. But I did earn 2 persona, so that is pretty good.
All right.
Let's see. Yeah, none of that really came up. Okay, yeah, we're all good.
All right. So, did we do?
No, we need to do
Esteban?
Esteban.
Yep.
Okay.
Poor
Looking-
Esteban.
Looking at my traits, for the situation where I all of a sudden offered to be roommates with Ash, somewhere between either tight knit or odd. I don't feel like both, but like one or the other.
Yeah, you can take it for something. Maybe a bad influence.
It could. It's like one. It's one
all
of those
three of those things, but it's like
It's
one.
it's something
Yeah,
in there. Yeah.
it's Schrodinger's trait. Yeah. I didn't see anything for my instincts. My second belief, where I ask Ashlyn how I can find inner peace under the grace and guidance of the Harvest Goddess, I definitely did that. So that's a persona.
Sure.
For belief 3, I have to create time for Ash to talk to her about becoming the next clockmaker. I feel like fate for that,
Yeah, you can take fate for that.
because I'm moving in, so now we'll have lots of time to talk about clockmaking. How do you feel about this first one? I should go back to Stockchester and do my part to make Harvest Valley a better place, only with my voice this time instead of my back. Do you think fate for that? Because I am moving back into Harvest Valley, or into Stockchester rather.
I feel like you can either take one for 1 or 3, but not for both.
Okay, fair.
Because they're really the same thing there.
Sure. So 2 fate and 1 persona. That is
All right.
all for me.
All right, good game, guys.
Good
A lot
game,
of funny
everyone.
stuff happened.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Just real quick outros. Say where people can find you on the interwebs. Sam.
I'm Sam, twitch.tv/WisnFool, Twitter @DWisnFool. Sorry for being a little low energy tonight. I think I'm getting a bit of a cold, so I'm trying to fight that off and go to bed a little early, so hopefully that'll help. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming out, and I'll see you next time.
Awesome. Golden.
You can find me at twitch.tv/GoldenWH. We got dinosaurs all day.
Awesome. And Adam?
Hi, people on YouTube. Pause the screen now to see where you can find me on the internet.
Also, it's in the doobly-doo.
Yes,
Doobly-doo.
I'm making cool stuff. See y'all later.
Yes, exactly. And this is my channel. I'm Kelsa. Thank you all for coming by. I play role-playing games on the internet. I'll be back here on Thursday evening for some Band of Blades. And also on Saturdays, I'm over on AP Gaming Rails channel, and we're playing Stars Without Numbers, aka spreadsheets with numbers. And hope you all have a great night.